In this video, we're going to look at how you install a KzenBlueprint. The first thing you're going to need to do is set up your Kzen Hub account and sign into the account you've created. Then you go into the application module by clicking the applications option, and from there are two places where you can install the KzenBlueprints. If you're just looking to have a look at the blueprint and have a play around with it, then the best place to do that is in Kzen Play, because anything you install in Kzen Play is going to be free. It's not going to cost you anything, but it will be deleted after 30 days. If, on the other hand, you're creating a copy of the blueprint that you actually want to use in a real-life environment, then you want to go into My Domains and add the blueprint in there. So we'll show you both, but let's start by doing it in Kzen Play first. So all we do is we go into Kzen Play here, and then we click this Add Application button. Let's just go in there, and you've got this form to fill out. So let's just put the details in. Let's call the application name CRM. You'll have to pick an application name of your own. We will then pick a location, we will then pick a culture, and we'll then pick a time zone. I'm going to put Brisbane, because that's where I'm based. And, Brisbane, because that's where I'm based. And then this is the important part. You need to provide an initial username and email address for the initial user. Now, it's best that you don't use the username and email address that you use for your Kzen Hub account, but instead use something else, because you'll be able to access this application from your Kzen Hub account or from this initial username account. So I would suggest they're separate, otherwise you might have some problems. So let's just put in, test user in here, and we'll put in something like test@google.com here. And then the important thing is to then tick this button here and go, yes, I do want to clone from a KzenBlueprint, and then I want to pick the blueprint. Now, at the time of making this video, there's only one blueprint available, but I'm sure by the time you look at this video, there'll probably be some others. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm just going to click Submit there. What's going to happen is that's going to go into what we call construction mode. So it's currently being built. So we're going to need to wait a few minutes for this to be available to us. So after a couple of minutes, you're going to get a little pop-up down the bottom here, which is then going to turn up here and give you a little thing in here, which just says your task to build application CRM in domain Kzen Play has completed. If I now click this little refresh button here, you'll see that it's been put into maintenance mode. And maintenance mode is just a way of the system telling us that it's ready to be used. Now, if we want to view our application, we just come into Nexus, which is nexus.kzen8.com, which is the Kzen8 player. And we put in the application name as kzenplay.crm. We put in the username as our username, which is the username we use for Kzen Hub, and our password. And when we sign in here, you'll see that we're in, and this is now the CRM application, and we've got the modules, organization, contacts, and opportunities. So this is our personal now copy of this application, and we can play around with it, and we can use it quite normally. So that's how we do it for Kzen Play, but if we wanted to look at it and do it in our own domain, what we would do is go back to Applications here, click on My Domains, and you'd find one of your own domains that already exists or create a new one. But once you're into your domain, then you've got a very similar experience. You're just going to click on Add Application here. We're going to fill out all this information exactly as we did before. This time we're going to go Clone Application, yes, and then Clone from Blueprint, yes, and then we're going to pick the blueprint again. So there's no need to go through that all again, but that's how we would do it in there. Then it would go under construction, and finally it would go into maintenance mode, and we could access it from our own domains as well. So that's pretty much all there is to it, and I hope you found this video useful.